Hello, Coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We begin with Neymar as Barca are waiting for Neymar to terminate PSG contract and they will offer a one-year deal. We are going to discuss on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Ronald Araujo, who has been the first Barca player who was not registered to have been registered now in La Liga ahead of tomorrow's game against Getafe. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. If you're just coming across the channel for the very first time, you are highly welcome. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. The Neymar to Barca updates continue to keep on coming. Only minutes earlier, reports in France suggested that PSG were in no way going to terminate the Brazilian's contract so that he can join Barca for free. It has been suggested that such a move would cause problems for the French champions with respect to UEFA's financial fair play rules. Now, though, journalist Marcelo Belchler, who had broken the news of Neymar's world record transfer to PSG back in 2017, has come up with a fresh update suggesting that Barca are waiting for the forward to terminate his contract with PSG. The update suggests that the Blaugrana are optimistic about the chances of resigning the 31-year-old superstar. They believe that he will secure the termination of his deal with PSG and reject proposals from Saudi Arabia. Earlier today, reports in Spain suggested that Barcelona would be handling Neymar's 13 million euros per season contract for 2 years with an option for an additional 12 months. However, the report from Marcelo Bechler states that the idea is for the La Liga champions to hand their former superstar only a one-year contract on low salary. It has already been established that the former Santos FC wonderkid would be willing to make a sacrifice with regards to his wages in order to secure a move back to Barca. The Catalans are understood to have been negotiating with Neymar since last week with the idea of a contract with a low salary in the first year, following which improvements would be made. And all this seems to be generating a lot of optimism within the club about resigning the Brazilian international, although manager Xavi Hernandez is not is yet to be fully won over. Even then, there appears to be a movement behind the scenes as far as Neymar's return to Barcelona is concerned, and a move will very likely take place provided he and PSG agree to terminate contracts. Of course, the Neymar to Barca transfer saga keep on bringing in different headlines. This moment we hear this, another time we hear that. Of course, Barcelona the idea now is they want to get Neymar as a free. There's no way Barca want to shell out a transfer fee because they know that they won't be able to cope. They won't be able to make the dream come true for Neymar to join Barcelona again. And of course, after the standoff that have been taking place for a long time now between Neymar and PSG, Barcelona are very hopeful that Neymar will terminate his contract after a mutual agreement with PSG so that they can get the player and they sign him a contract. And the idea is they will give him a lower salary into his standards for the first year, then maybe for the other years of the contract they will increase it. So as it stands right now, the move still looks very optimistic. Barcelona are really pushing for it to happen, but it's not going to be an easy operation from all indications, as PSG they want to get the best out of it. They don't need Neymar again. Luis Enrique does not see Neymar as part of his plans, according to new reports. PSG want to move on to a new generation, right? We have seen them buying our player Ousmane Dembele. Marcos Asensio have also joined the club. We have, of course, also this Portuguese joining them. Is something that they want to create. They don't want to go again for the bling players. They are going for a new generation of stars, not for superstars, because that strategy has clearly not worked out for them. Because we can see Kylian Mbappe is not even part of the squad because he have been frozen out of the squad ever since the standoff he has had with the club. So right now, they don't want to see Neymar. Neymar himself also doesn't want to be there. So it's just something mutual as the two parties are not in good terms at all. Neymar's 6 years at PSG has been very dreadful. It's not like he's having a bad performance because his stats, he's been very good. Because if you take a critical look of Neymar's stats, because of injuries, many people don't see that Neymar has a very good stat. Goal assist is so good, and he's still a very good player when fit and available. Neymar is a player who definitely makes a difference, and I think we really need Neymar because he's still far better than any of our wingers that we have, and Xavi Hernandez needs to know just that. Because the argument from Xavi's point of view has been Neymar coming will somehow disrupt the family harmony in the Barca dressing room, especially as Xavi is building on young players, building his squad based on young talents, of course, mixed with some few experience. But for me, that shouldn't be enough excuse. I don't think Neymar is that player who will just come and bring division. He might have his own attitude problems, but Neymar knows Barca. He knows where he's going to, right? Neymar has been here for 4 years before, so I don't think Xavi should start bringing such negative impression. Neymar will bring much difference to this team, and Laporta sees it differently because, in the economic sense, Neymar will bring a lot of sponsorship deals. He will bring some, shirt sales. In fact, there will be some type of, some profit stuffs like Neymar being a superstar. You expect him to bring such sponsorships and stuff like that, and economically, it will be a good deal for Barca. But Xavi does not really see that. But I think the club have already decided that they will push for the Neymar move, irrespective of Xavi's decision. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. In a huge development, Barca has managed to complete the registration of key defender Araujo. The Uruguayan international had signed a new contract last year, but it had not been registered with the league yet. As such, the 24-year-old was on his previous Barca Athletic contract, which expires on June 30 next year, following which he did not feature in La Liga's official website as a first-team player for the club. However, earlier today, Barca received a €120 million cash injection into the club by means of the sale of 29.5% in Barca Vision. It enabled them to press ahead with the registration of new players as well as players whose contracts were not registered. It has suggested that Barca would prioritize registering Ilkay Gundogan first, and now Araujo. The former has indeed been registered. This comes just an hour after it was officially confirmed that Gavi will be the club's number 6 moving forward after Barca encountered several problems with his first team contract registration last season. So with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.